Michelle Marshall is suing her cousin, Mia Coleman, for a refund for an airline ticket, the cost of a lie detector test, and harassment.
Order. All rise. It's case number 73 on the calendar in the matter of Marshall versus Coleman.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Ladies, have a seat, please.
Miss Marshall stealing about $2,600 from her. Well, she suggested that a polygraph test might resolve it. According to you, Ms. Coleman, polygraph test, according to you, you passed it. You showed it to her. You said you wanted to pay for it.
No.
Well, that's what you're suing her for, to pay for the polygraph test. Mm-hmm. That's another thing you're suing her for. And harassment and defamation for accusing her. So let's just get...
Planned a trip to go to Miami.
And you gave her money? How much?
First, I gave her $700, and then later on, I gave her $100. It was supposed to be $800 for each.
Money for that. Did you give the money to her?
She gave it. It was given to me.
Handed to you?
Yes, it was handed to me.
Stand up. What did you do with it?
Money, and my cousin asked me, do you want me to put it up for you? And I said yes, and she put
So then you
money.
gave, just a second, so that you gave the money to the defendant.
I gave the money to the
Fine.
defendant.
It was a reimbursement, Judge.
Ticket,
Yes.
she didn't go.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
We don't have to make this into a Supreme Court, the ticket. You have this argument, and she didn't go. She wants her money back.
Yeah.
Well, you were shaking your head no.
Oh, no, I said yeah.
No, you were shaking your head no. Sit down, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It was supposed to be a package, yes.
It was a package. Okay, did you go to Miami? Miss Coleman, did you go to Miami?
Oh, yes, I thought you talking to her. Yes, I went to Miami.
Again, you shook your head no.
Yes, I went to Miami.
Okay.
But she didn't go because she
Miami.
Yes.
Okay, and what happened to her ticket?
It was non-refundable due to the fact that money got...
Just a second. It was a non-refundable ticket?
Yeah.
Did they tell you it was a...
17th.
And when was the trip scheduled?
This trip was scheduled for May 17th.
Okay, so they told you 2 months in advance that the ticket was non-refundable. So what do you want me to do?
I wanted my money back, or I wanted information about the ticket so I can go somewhere.
The information for her?
Yes, which she never asked for.
Just a second. All I have to do... Would you hand that to her? I'd like her to see it.
I asked for this, and I never received it.
Okay.
This
How
stuff.
much was the airline ticket?
I think it was like $651.
And she gave you a total of $800.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other money for?
For the room. You know,
Well,
we were
she didn't
getting...
use the room.
Okay, what happened was LaShawna bought the tickets February, and I and LaShawna already discussed about buying the room and everything together, so that's why she gave me extra money for the room. I have all the texts right here.
I don't want to see the... I could understand that. I could understand that. You accused her of stealing.
Oh, no, I did not have those texts, Judge. I didn't accuse her. I didn't accuse neither one of them.
Okay.
I have one, too.
I was missing $2,600 of my hard-earned money. I didn't want to blame either of them for me. I never accused her, but she showed a very guilty conscience and was... So that's what you wrote.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just say. So that's what you wrote,
Yeah,
and that's what
after-
you swore
after
to.
months of
That's
her
don't
taking stuff on,
don't
yes.
try to talk over me. That was Coleman.
What had happened was Michelle's mother said that they all should take a lie detector test.
Good.
I said, okay, let them all take a lie detector test. Then I text my Auntie Mary and I asked her the number to the man, which I have the texts right here, and she gave me his number. I called him. He stated that Michelle already
Don't
had...
tell me what he stated.
Oh.
What he stated is, did you go?
They didn't want me to go.
Did you go?
No, they didn't want me to go.
How do you know that?
Because
You
my
have-
auntie
yeah,
got all...
Just a second. You have a whole bunch of texts there. Polygraph test. I want to go. And they say, we don't want you to be there. Do you have a text that says that?
I think my auntie said that verbally.
Okay.
In the questions.
Just a second. Did you ever tell her you didn't want her to go?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
My questions. I don't know.
That's
Yes,
all.
it was negative.
It was negative. And how much was the test?
$325.
Who else went for the test?
Just me.
Okay. We have counterclaim, money owed for a concert ticket. How much was the
I don't know what concert.
Shh. I don't want you to interrupt her.
The concert was on 122.
January 22nd?
Yes. Oh, that's okay. That's why you have to understand.
No, I'm not going back to history.
No, what we
concert
do-
ticket.
Here you go.
Did you buy concert ticket for the plaintiff?
Yes.
Did you buy? That's what's scheduled.
April 19th. I thought you said what day were the tickets bought on.
On April 19th.
Yes, that's when the concert was.
And she didn't go with you because that was a concert, but you had already purchased the ticket for
Yes.
her. Miss Marshall, did you tell
I
me
have
what
evidence
concert?
stating-
Tell me what
The
concert.
Snoop Dogg concert.
Tell me what concert you were all going to.
The Snoop Dogg concert?
And you had discussed that together.
Yes.
Tell me when you had discussed that together.
Probably sometime in January.
Do you recall that, Miss Marshall? Just be careful.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to deduct 147. Did you give her the ticket, by the way?
No.
Just a second. Did you get back to my gin game? Did you give her the ticket?
No, she distanced herself.
Just a second.
No.
The answer is, if she distanced herself, she's not paying you for the, listen, you're looking at your papers, not paying attention. That's why you're going to lose.
To you, Judge
that's
Judy.
why you're going to lose. Listen to me. If you had mailed her the ticket that you, fine. You want to try to sell the ticket, fine. I'm not interested.
Concert now, I have the Texas. She's not going now. The tickets were already.
Put your
She
hand
didn't give me
down.
the money by then. LaShawna bought the tickets. We were supposed to reimburse her money
Oh.
on the ticket. She didn't give us our money.
Hands down. Then take somebody else or sell the ticket. Take somebody else
okay.
or sell the ticket.
That's fine.
$474. Do you have any other thing in your counterclaim?
Yes,
Come on,
my
fast.
My counterclaim to my family, she's accusing, saying that I said that she took my money when I never did. I told them I don't know which one of them took my money.
Okay,
I have
400
texts about her talking about my children.
We are.
Judge Judy,
John, we're finished.
even her daughter's father said something about
We're
my son's
finished.
mental health. Are you serious?
Thank you, Judge.
Ma'am.
I never accused neither one. What happened?
I don't even believe the money was missing. I believe it was all just a scam to get me for my money and they can go.
I'm not messing with you guys anymore.
It's terribly sad. I am truly hurt by that.
It's no more relationship. It's never trust family. Never trust family again.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Porter versus Clark. Step forward.
For late fees, stolen money, and damaged property.
Miss Porter, it is your claim that Mr. Clark, who was an old friend of yours, called you one evening. What was the date of that call?
May 2nd.
And he needed
At work. I wasn't drunk.
So why didn't you go home?
It was too far of a ride.
Had you ever slept at Miss Porter's before?
Yes.
Prior to May 2nd of this year,
Nah.
does your workplace move?
No.
Well, if your workplace doesn't move and your house doesn't move, then it's the same distance all the time. So why sometimes
Continues in a moment.
you went to pay the rent and the $525? You want to stand up?
Judy.
Whitney Porter says ex-boyfriend Trendle Clark stole money from her purse and ruined her futon.
Weekday or a weekend?
Weekend.
So it must have been a Friday.
Yes.
What time did he get to your house on Friday night?
It was like 2 or 3 o'clock that morning.
I was later. I got 2 jobs. I could security guard that night. So after I got done doing my job at the security job, I just called her instead of going home.
Where were you working security?
At a club, nightclub.
And what time does it close? She opened the door.
It was open.
And you went to sleep on the futon. Where did you sleep?
In the bed.
With whom?
With her.
Had you done that before?
Me and my 2 children.
How old are they?
13 and 4.
13 is,
My daughter,
what's her name?
Tatiana.
Mr. Clark, how long have
Every once in a while.
Ms. Porter says that you took some money from her wallet.
I don't know nothing about.
Defendant came over, he was drunk, he slept on your futon and damaged it, and you claimed that he took money that you had put away for rent.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work?
Yes.
For whom?
Mobile Link is it was cashed the night before.
And she gets that check every month?
Yes, ma'am.
For how long?
She's been getting it since she was about 5 or it was exactly $525 in my purse.
After you drove your son to school, came back, and according to your complaint, you went to pay the rent, and the $525 was missing from your purse.
Yes, ma'am.
One was your daughter, and one was Mr. Clark.
Right.
Has Mr. Clark ever taken money from you before?
No.
You have this sort of arrangement with him periodically?
Yeah.
Fine, that's enough. You don't have to say anything. And the person who told you that she saw Mr. Clark rifling through your purse was your daughter?
Yes.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I never even talked to you.
To each other since then.
Because he's so little.
I couldn't tell you.
I'm believing you less, Mr. Clark.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
Stole money from her purse and ruined her futon.
How did you get to school that day?
My mom.
That was after she took your brother to school.
Yes.
How far with your mother? For a while.
Yes.
And you had plenty of opportunity to tell your mother that when she was out taking your brother to school, you saw Mr. Clark going through her purse.
Yes.
Later told your mother. How much later?
My mom.
Well, that's something that you tell your mom immediately as soon as you see it happen. And then she goes in the car. She's in the car with you, taking you to school. Okay, you can have a seat. Other than you're
No.
not enough for me. It's not enough for me. You understand why? Who you've known for how many years?
Since we were 13, 14.
And he's never taken anything from you, right?
But who else will take it?
Your daughter.
My daughter is not going to take my money.
I don't know that. You see, I don't know. And if I find Mr. Clark guilty of taking your money, there are certain things that I do know. I know that Mr. Clark denies taking your money.
But he also told me on the phone that he's going to pay.
No, let's go back. She called you on the phone, and what did she say to you?
She said the money's missing, and I told her that I don't know nothing about whatever.
Did he say that to you?
He said, I don't know, but I'll help you. I'll give you some money, some of your money back on Wednesday when I get paid. Those was his words. So, that's basically letting me know that
Well, no, there's a word back there.
She just called me, said the money's missing, well, I need help paying the rent. I said, okay, money. And that was it. Offering to help her out to help her with her bills so she wouldn't lose her house.
Then, Mr. Clark, let's go further, because it's getting more convincing to me. Why?
I called her and just left her alone.
What do you mean you called her?
I called her back after she called me, and I just left it alone after the situation where she had said she already paid her rent. She already took care of it.
Who told you she took care of it?
She did.
Did she say how?
That help you with your rent, but I never told you that. I never even talked to you again after you told me you was gonna give me your check on Wednesday. So how could I have called you back and told you that?